Stop scrolling Instagram for hours in bed when you can literally use it to print money. I grew my Instagram from 0 to 200,000 followers, and as a result of that, I made thousands of dollars in brand deals, product sales, and client revenue. But it didn't happen overnight. I was recording and posting videos consistently for last 2 years before that, and then it could become my reality. So if you're not growing on Instagram today, it's because even your mom doesn't want to watch your videos. I'm sorry, but they absolutely suck. You don't deserve to grow. You do not deserve to grow yet, but it's fine. You still have time to change things around and actually become a person that your family really want you to be, to actually become a person that you respect yourself, that your friends respect, and that your society respects. You need to create, not consume always like a dog. If you're still not motivated to put in the work and grow your Instagram, then stop watching this video. I really do not want junkies to watch my videos. It's disrespectful. But if you're a bit offended and if you're ready to grow your Instagram in 2024, this is how you can do it in 5 steps. I'm sorry, I don't know you, so I don't trust you. So this is exactly how I would do it in 2024. First things first, I would block the noise. See, I see 18-year-olds on the internet every day who shouts riches are in the niches when after they end up recording the video, their mom shouted them for not drinking milk. It's embarrassing as fuck, right? So I would block the noise. I would not listen to anybody, and I especially would not listen to these new kids who just want to make money on the internet. What I would do is I would start by getting comfortable in front of the camera. अगर मैंने उससे पहले कभी वीडियो रिकॉर्ड नहीं करा है, then I would forget about building my personal brand on Instagram. I would forget about growing on Instagram. I would forget that followers exist करते हैं. मैं अगले 30 दिनों तक बस कैमरा के सामने बैठूंगा, एक वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करूंगा. वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करने के बाद उसको Instagram पे पोस्ट करूंगा regardless of how it looks, and I would try to get 1% better every day in terms of how I am recording my videos, how I am speaking in front of camera, how I am editing my videos, and at what times I am posting the videos and what captions I am writing. If I can get 1% better every day for the next 30 days, I would know that the video that would go out on the 31st day would deserve somebody's attention. But the problem with majority of the people is that you want to grow in the next 1 week. You want to go viral in the next 5 days. Won't happen like that. अगर तुम्हें वही करना है, मत देखो ये वीडियो. It's not for you. This is not how it's supposed to work. अगर तुम्हें तुरंत ग्रो करना है, अगर तुम्हें हैक्स चाहिए, अगर तुम्हें टिप्स चाहिए, वीडियो बंद करो. 15 दूसरे वीडियोस तुम्हें YouTube पे मिलेंगे that would help you do exactly that. I am not the right person for you, right? So when you're starting out, focus on creating videos, forget about followers, forget about building your brand, forget about anything else because तुमने वीडियो ही आज तक रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया है. It took me 200 takes to record my first video when I was in my college, when I was recording my first video ever in front of the camera. That's what it actually takes to be able to produce content at scale, to be able to do the work for long enough, to be able to stick to what you are doing for long enough. You need to put in the work, you need to get better, you need to be consistent, you need to be disciplined. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Now you would say, Akshat, videos record करके post करने की क्या ज़रूरत है? I can still look at my video and I can be like, okay, I can just look at it and I can get 1% better and eventually when I'm better, I'll post it. No, you have to and you should and you must post every video that you record. ताकि आज से 2 साल बाद, आज से 3 साल बाद तुम्हारे लोग videos देखें जो तुमने पहले दिन post करी थी और उस दिन की video देखें and they would be like, boom. That becomes a hope for them, that becomes a ray of inspiration for them. अगर तुम मेरे पेज पे जाके, पुराने पेज पे जाके मेरी पहली वीडियो देखोगे और आज की ये वीडियो जो तुम देख रहे हो वो देखोगे और उन्हें कंपेयर करोगे, then you will get inspired. हर दिन मुझे लोग इंस्टाग्राम में मैसेज करते हैं, मेरी पहली वीडियो देखते हैं, they would be like, अक्षत, I feel inspired, I feel motivated to actually create. I can see what could happen in 2 years, right? So if you play the long game, if you want to grow on Instagram in 2 years, you would be able to easily grow on Instagram, and as a result of that, might be possible that you grow in just 6 months, rather than always obsessing about followers, always obsessing about numbers, when you have never put in the work, when your videos absolutely suck. Put your desires on the shelf for a while and actually put in the work. Start there. Step number 2 is I would ask myself what makes me me. Okay, what makes me curious? What are my interests? What I like to do? What are the subjects that I like to study? What are the things that I can watch on YouTube and the day passed by and I don't even recognize what happened? What are the things that I work on and my time flies? Okay, I would answer these questions. I'll get clarity about who I am as a person. What do I like? What are my interests and what are my hobbies? Once I get the answers for these, then creating content for me would become really easy. Because at the end of the day, my interest, my curiosities, my thoughts about life, about Modi, about politics would become my first pieces of content. I just need to put my thoughts out there. I just need to put out my interest out there and help people as a result of me telling that, okay, this is what I am doing, this is how I did it, and this is how you can do it as well. That's going to be valuable for people. So those, my interests, my curiosities would become my first set of content pieces that would go out on the internet. The idea is to not act as an expert. The idea is to share the journey of me becoming an expert in the next 1 year. That's the game that I would play. So if I like cameras, I'll show them how to use it or how I'm using it. If I'm a videographer, I'll tell them how to shoot videos. If I am an editor, I'll show them how to edit videos and how I am learning editing the videos. And if I'm still confused, I'll create Instagram Reels for 18-year-old Akshat, okay? There are a lot of things that I have gone through in my life that would be valuable for 18-year-old Akshat. And if I just do that, a lot of 18-year-olds who are like me, who are living the life that I lived, who are engineers, everybody who was unclear in the colleges like I was, it is going to be valuable for them. So I will not overthink it. When I'm just starting out, I'll just share my journey of becoming someone and sharing all the things and the insights that I learn along the way. I will not make it complicated. I'll definitely not go to the YouTube. I'll definitely not go to the random tool and try to find the most viral ideas in my niche. Bullshit. It's like I would puke when anybody tells me to do that on the internet. Like, why would you do that? Why would you find viral ideas? What you live, the experiences that you go through, the insights that you have, the mistakes that you make is the most authentic content that you can put out on the internet. And that is exactly what will bring you attention and growth. Now, once I have posted 30 videos and I'm comfortable in front of camera, I'll take a bit more strategic approach, and that takes us to step number 3. This is GAA framework. G stands for growth, A stands for authority, and another A stands for authenticity. What I would do is I would post 2 reels a week that helps me get growth, that brings me new eyeballs. These are going to be the content pieces that are around news, that are a bit polar, that are controversial in my industry. So I actually get that engagement. I actually get people sharing my videos, and it would bring me growth. Next 2 pieces of the videos that I post in a week would be authoritative content. This is the content that is going to be around my core interest topics for my core audience, right? If I am a digital marketer, I'll talk about all the things that I know about digital marketing. If I'm a social media marketer or an agency owner, I'll tell them what it takes to actually build an agency. If I'm a freelancer, I'll tell people how I made money as a freelancer and how they can make money as well. This would allow people to look at me as an authoritative figure. This would allow people to look at me as somebody who knows what I am talking about. So that's what I would do. Once that's done, I'll post 2 more videos a week which are around authenticity. Anything that people in my target market can relate to, anything that involve my stories, anything that involve my failures and my mistakes and my wins would fall under authentic piece of content. So this authentic piece of content that I would post every week would allow my audience to connect with me on a deeper level. People love stories, okay? And having gone through this journey, I now understand that people would always watch my content and they would come on my profile from the growth content. They would follow me because of the authoritative content, and they would stick to my profile and my personal brand because of the authentic content. And that is why all these 3 pillars of the content are important. So when I'm taking the strategic approach, I'll make sure that I'm posting all the 3 pillars of the content every week consistently for the next 2 years. And if I can do that, I know for a matter of fact that I will win and I will be able to grow on Instagram. And most importantly, I would try to enjoy the process. I would try to love the process, because if I don't love the process, I will not be able to sustain the process. And if I cannot sustain, I cannot win. Step number 4 is building an idea bank and learning copywriting. See, the thing is that after creating thousands of videos on the internet, now I know that the success of any video that you post on Instagram depends upon how it is structured and scripted. Okay? And what the idea is जिसके अराउंड तुम एक इंस्टाग्राम रील क्रिएट कर रहे हो, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आइडियाज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अब इंस्टाग्राम पे आइडियाज ढूंढना या फिर इंटरनेट पे जाके रैंडम वायरल आइडियाज को रिसर्च करना इज नॉट अ गुड आइडिया. Those are not the good ideas. Those are the ideas that you have found through a shortcut because somebody told you a hack on the internet on how to find viral ideas. उन ideas से तुम कभी viral नहीं होगे, I can guarantee you that. Good ideas come from your own life. Good ideas come from you living the life. Good ideas come from you actually doing some cool shit in real life, okay? So whenever you're reading a book, whenever you're listening to a podcast, whenever you're talking to your friends, colleagues, your girlfriend, boyfriend, your parents, you'll get ideas. When you're consuming content, you will get ideas. Write these ideas down. It doesn't matter if those ideas are good or bad. It doesn't matter in that moment. In that moment, whatever idea comes to your mind, you need to write those ideas down in an idea bank. You need to build this big idea bank. Okay, all the ideas that come inside your head should be in that idea bank. Okay, the goal here is to not put the best refined ideas inside the idea bank, but the goal is to put every idea that comes to your mind. So when you actually sit down to pick the ideas that you can create Instagram scripts around, you have abundant of ideas to choose from, and you then filter. Then you sit down and be like, okay, what are the good ideas? If you find some ideas that are not good enough, you discard them. If you find some ideas that you think are really good, you pick them and you start scripting on them. So you will never run out of the ideas. Now, once I have my idea bank sorted out, what I would do is I would start learning copywriting from day number one, because every big idea is basically pointless and worthless if I'm unable to write a script around that idea in a way that people would consume. And you can only do that when you actually understand how copywriting works. One of the greatest skills that you can learn as a creator on the internet is copywriting, because copywriting is the lifeblood of the internet. The tweets you read, the LinkedIn posts you read, the Instagram reels you see, the YouTube videos that you see are all results of good copywriting. So start learning copywriting from day number one. Once all of this is done, we can move on to the last step of this video, which is quantity with quality. The way I would approach creating content and I would solve the conversation and dilemma of quantity versus quality is this. I would start by producing a lot of quantity, okay? I would not think about improving my quality until I have posted 30 to 50 videos. And I would just try to increase my quality by 1% every day. I'll not obsess over quality. Once I'm able to get at a place where I'm easily able to produce quantity, then I would take a break and I would be like, okay, how can I create a system that would allow me to create this quantity with quality? Does that mean me hiring somebody or me really getting good at video editing? Whatever it might be, I would create that system so I'm able to produce quantity content with quality, because at the end of the day, if you really want to become a big dog, you need to do both of them. You will not see any big creator on Instagram who just do quality content and post one time a week. Never happens. Okay, if you really want to become a big dog, you need to produce content in quantity with quality. Now let's talk about how I would monetize my Instagram if I would start from scratch. Come on, you really need everything in just one post? That's it for this video. Go watch me in the next video next week, and don't scroll like a junkie. I'll see you in the next one.